And welcome back to another day, another year. Oh, yes, it is the Matador Files. This is where we come when we are here to learn about what really goes on in the world. In the left-hand corner, it's Kavoth again. He's playing as Fushi, and Matador in the right-hand corner playing as Set. Interesting here to note, Set was banned pretty much every single game in the very end of the tournament. So it'll be quite interesting to see why that is. It'll be quite interesting to see why that is. Like, I do think Set was like in a really, really good spot, really, really good place. There's many different strategies that Set gets access to, which other gods don't. Primarily because you've got shifting sands. You've got vision. You've got animal conversion to boost your economy and keep it nice and safe, so your opponent can't do much to it. But Fushi has also got all of these defensive tools as well, which means that any of the like crazy cheese that Set's got doesn't really work. So we'll see how things are going to go here. As pickaxe on the way for Matador, and we'll see if this game is any different from what we saw in tournaments. I can't really remember a Set game from the end of the tournament though. Let me have a quick look at the Wikipedia thing. Let me have a quick look at the Wikipedia thing and see if I can see what happened in the later stages. No set, no set. No set, no set. No set. There was one set game, which was Kavoth versus Rappel on Scorched Marsh. Trying to remember what happened there. I saw so many games. This was a week ago. It was on Scorched Marsh. I feel like Rappel... it was a fast mythic from Kavoth, and Rappel was trying to turtle to his own mythic age. And there's a temple coming up for Matador. And the game continues. Two little houses coming down for Kavoth over here. As Juan Nu to come in. No surprises here. This one, I think, is... Like I've said it already. I think this is a must for Fushi. Pretty much. Actually, you can go for... No. It's a must for Nuwa. For Fushi, you can definitely go through Chi Yao here. I guess the thing is, you might not need to make any halberdiers, so it might be better to go for reincarnation. And unlike, say, Norse, Egyptian having access to divine damage range units means the high pierce armor of the Archer doesn't come into effect. So, like, going Archer against Egyptian, while it can work because you've got their mobility, it's probably not the most high percentage of plays, so to speak. Yeah, they're chilling a good versus classical fight. Well, I mean, it basically mass chillin forces the Set player to have to make like 10 plus priests, which is not something the Set player wants to do because they don't get the cheaper priest. They're still costing 100 gold. And in building 10 priests, that means this gold mine here is going to go down to 2,000 gold before you even start thinking about everything else that you need to build. So you can get into some tricky positions if you do that. As we are seeing a town center coming up for Kavoth as Matador here taking his time. Does he have 2 monuments? No. He's getting himself a whole bunch of... Oh, he's now advanced. Okay, so... Gonna drop the serpents down. You can just ignore these serpents. You really don't have to care. I've never understood this usage of serpents here. If you're gonna use serpents on the economy, send in a Nubite plus the serpents. And that way the serpents will block the villagers from running away. But you look at this and you like... Look at the damage. This is not damage. This does not matter at all. Anyways, what Matador did here is he went for a later advance with a whole bunch more priests, and he's just converted a whole bunch of animals. And I love this. I think this is great. You get huge value from this. You need the priests anyways. A couple of Anubites to come through. But defensive play here is king when playing against these sorts of raids. He has the heroes, or not the heroes, the myth units. He's got the pioneers, and the chillin wins the speed contest here. 5 speed is less than 5.3, but the Anubite does have mobility here. He can jump away. As the priest to come over, we'll be able to keep this bad boy alive here, it looks like. A little bit of healing, and the chillin to retreat away. Meanwhile, up to the top position. Oh, Kavoth not ult-essing his villagers. Slight mistake, but that's all good. Don't step on the snake. He can come and send the chillin over here to heal up that low HP villager as well. If he does that, it'll be pretty big brain. Let's see if he's going for it. He's gonna you gotta get the 2 chillin together so they're healing each other up. But then move up and heal the peasant. Is he going for it? How big brain? How big brain is Kavoth? I mean, defending this is also big brain, but also poor 2 HP villager in an inch of his life, just sitting here dreaming of any medicine coming his way. He's literally lost an arm and he's got a broken leg and he's got a whole bunch of scratches in his back from the Anubite blades. Market, armory coming up. Houses going up all over the place as Necropolis going to be on the way. I mean, speaking of this, I am a little confused as to why we didn't see Ptah here. I don't... Maybe the idea here is that you want to have the like spearman upgrade for dealing with Cav. But leather frame shield is also going to be a big help for when you're trying to deal with like keeping your units alive against the fire archers. So I am... And you also get access to the... If your opponent decides... Wait, does Kavoth have access to Fey Beasts? No, that's Shenong and Nuwa. I'm still... I know it, kinda. I swear I know it. I don't know it. As a Najjar to come out. And the game continues along. A house to come down here. Yeah, in this matchup, unlike the last one, which you were talking about, when you're playing like China versus Norse, you're playing China versus Egyptian, spreading the buildings out like this is probably completely fine because you've got all the answers to what the Egyptian player can do anyways. Like 2 chillin here shuts down all the Anubites, and he's good to go. Meanwhile, Kavoth is building a whole bunch of extra Qualfu. It's good to see him do what he preaches. I keep on saying that you probably don't need to build Qualfu, you just build all chillin. Just never stop building chillin. More myth units, more god powers. But this will give a big amount of economy over to Kavoth for later in the game. This Monument to the Soldier is going to come up. There's still only a handful of priests here for Matador, and he's got to be really careful here against the Najjar because this guy hurts. He has big hurties. As Sekhmet now in. And the Migdol Stronghold going to be coming up. Nice distractions here as well. Scarab's coming in. Don't want to be losing him. But you also want to be defending as the attempt to get the Migdol up. We'll see if he's actually going to be able to heal the villager and keep it alive here against this DPS retreating back. Does manage to stay alive. The Scarab now going to go down. And after all is said and done, this Migdol Stronghold will be up. And this pressure that Kavoth is trying to exert here will be shut down. And he's got to pull back out. He's on the way to the next stage fairly shortly. Doesn't really get... He gets the Scarab kill, which is nice. Doesn't really get any significant damage done there. So Matador probably pretty fine here. He's going to make a couple of Camel Riders. Probably... I mean, he doesn't really know what Kavoth's doing here. But if he had grabbed this tech, which is pretty cheap, mind you. 150 gold, 10 favor. He's got the resources for it. And then he uses that vision to see what's going on over here. We have Omniscience. He also has Omniscience is set for at least in one area. And he can vision and say, what are you doing? And he sees nothing. Well, that's just Mythic Age for me. If I'm playing here as set. That's the correct play. Because there's nothing coming for you. You don't have to defend against anything. So why wait? Go Mythic Age. If you want to go for Horus for Spearman or Axeman, then go Horus. If you want to go for Thoth to make Migdol units, then do that. And then you're going to be looking for a big fat timing on the slower to the Mythic Age god here, Fushi. But he does try to go for a couple of Camel Riders at the moment. There is Crenellations in already, so one Camel Rider down, one Villager down. It's just not worth it. It's just not. You can't, like, this is not a good raid. I don't think. This raid at the top is going to be really nice. These villagers out in the middle of nowhere. A classic Kvothism. He loves that. He loves the random villagers in... I swear he loves it. He loves putting random villagers all over the map. All over onto random gold mines. So if you can catch him out, it's really good. It's kind of like how Soup really loves going for random hunt on the map when it's not secured at all. But even so, he picks off one villager, charges into the town center, and loses the Camel Rider there anyways. So that's not worth it either. That's not worth it either. Oh dear. But if he keeps the units alive, retreats back, heals them back up, totally worth it. So you got to be very, very onto it with these raids. Staying outside of the town center, staying outside of the towers. Maybe getting yourself heavy upgrades as well if you want to go for it. But Matador, he will move into the center of the map. We'll get the Migdol stronghold. At the moment, it looks like Kavoth is going Mythic Age. He has himself 5 units, 6 units, and 3 chilling. Now, in order for Matador to really do anything here with what his position is, what does he need? He does have access to siege. He can drop a... He doesn't have the thing. He can drop a siege works. He can get himself the catapult upgrade, and he can start looking to try and break this with catapults. The problem is, and I experienced this in my own game against Chasing the Sun, is that if you do this, your opponent, it's not going to push fast enough, and your opponent is going to Great Flood your catapults and kill them all off, plus your army as well, and you're not going to be able to make that work, which is again why I'm suggesting potentially a Mythic Age here as the like the better option in this specific scenario. Oh. Nice raid. This is a good raid here, actually, from Matador, which makes me feel like maybe he shouldn't have gone for the Camel Riders off the bat, and maybe just a handful of Chariot Archers would have been the pressure that he wanted. But anyways, he charges in, and he pick off a Qual for answer. No. Loses 3. Going for another one. Villager goes down. It's funny. I think this watchtower here is nice as well. Another Camel Rider going down. It's not what we want. And Thoth pre-queued up now for Matador as he wants to go to the next stage. I mean, he gets security of the middle of the map, which is big for this map. And the question here is going to be, can Kavoth push back through and get control of the town center? So I think this is the question that Matador is posing to Kavoth right now. And I think if he's not losing units here and he's just maybe just sitting here, not really doing a whole lot with his units, just like poking and not going for any big raiding attempts, maybe trying to snipe the villagers on this gold mine from behind the tree line or something like that. I don't know if you can do that in every single one of these Yellow River games. Trying to work out exactly what the best strategy is. The question I think that... Oh god, that's not the best of that's the best of Great Floods there from Kavoth. He will kill off all of the Chariot Archers. But let me finish the thought right now. The question here would be if staying Heroic Age and just trying to flood this position with buildings would be enough, or be a better option than going straight to the Mythic Age. Now, I think Matador is doing like a little bit of column A, a little bit of column B here, which unfortunately he's lost a huge amount of units, which is not ideal. There's the Qinglong coming through. Whole bunch of priests here. Does he have enough? Yeah, you need like against China. I think the magic number is 10 priests. I think that's the magic number. Get 10 out, and then we'll start thinking about it. Get 10 out, and then we'll start thinking about it. As the Tao Wu gonna go down, but now the ballet is up with forward. What's it called? Forest protection, which does mean now Matador's got to retreat back here. He's getting himself this tech here, Force of the West Wind. I've said this a million times, but you want to empower this because you need, like, the whole thing here is the timings, right? If you get the timing of getting that Force of the West Wind out 45 seconds faster, which is how fast it does come through, then all of a sudden you're sieging your opponent with how many? Sorry, I'm gonna have to pause here. I know it's a thing. You're sieging your opponent 20, like, with 2 catapults by the time this would have finished. It's a big deal. So he does delete the forest protection there with Meteor and kills a ballet, so good value. Doesn't manage to take anything else out though, as now the siege crossbows have to pull back. There's the big fat flood of water to come through here. And we'll see if Matador can hold this nonsense of myth units with all of his priests. I mean, he just doesn't... he does have his Pharaoh in the fight. That is a big boost. Losing that Pharaoh is not ideal, though. He does manage to pick up a bunch of them. As the numbers get lower, it's really, really good for Matador. But the problem is Matador, he can't really use the Valley of the Kings that he just researched because his Pharaoh just died. But Kavoth loses a lot of units on this push. Matador is holding now. He's got the center of the map, which is huge. I think the other thing is, though, I don't know if this matters. I don't know if this middle matters as much. Maybe it does because you get a huge amount of population, especially if you also got Citadel. But you don't need this gold anymore. This gold used to be very important. I don't think it is anymore in this patch. You can just go for a market in the top corner, trade down to here, make sure this is all walled off, and you've all of a sudden you've got a really, really good amount of gold income. Nonetheless, the catapult is now out, and siege wars to begin. There's the priest going to be pulling back, trying to heal. Oh god, trying to heal everything up there. Oop. There's the siege crossbows coming through. Matador not paying attention. He's going to be losing that catapult, unfortunately, there for him. And is Gavoth going to be able to break through the middle set position? I got to pause. I got to pause. It's one catapult fire to kill off one of these guys. I just got to pause. That's... I'm pretty sure it's full HP. Wait, hang on. Let's see if it happens again. I need to know. Okay, we'll wait. I mean, on the one hand, I think that you do need to have a counter to crossbows, to siege, to ranged weapons, right? I'm going to pause. Let's just take a little bit of an aside here. On the one hand, I think you do need to have a counter to ranged weapons, ranged siege weapons. On the other hand, I don't think it should be siege. I think it should be cavalry. I think the cavalry should be the unit that is allowed to run in and not get obliterated by the ballet and kill off the siege crossbows, kill off the catapults. You know, that's what I think. But hey, we'll see if we can make this work. As the catapult's missing here. Here we go. Does it one hit it? No, it doesn't. Okay, so one HP. So you get one chariot archer, one catapult. One chariot archer bolt and one catapult to take down the catapult. Meanwhile, on the other side, 1, 2, 3 siege crossbow bolts with engineers who are one hit. Exactly. crazy. I mean, he does have the unique tech as well, though, mind you. Does China have any siege unique techs? I don't think so. Do they? I feel like I got to check it out now. I don't think they do. I mean, more HP from Leisure Silk. Does that affect siege? I don't think so. I don't think they do. You can build them faster with this, but I guess that's the advantage. You can build them faster because you can put the attachment onto it, right? But a good hold so far from Matador. He's managing to keep Kavoth at bay right now. He's got to get some more siege out to keep pushing. He's got a lot of gold in the bank. He can grab this town center as well if he wants to right now. A whole bunch of camel riders to come through. As Kavoth here, is he out of gold? No. He's getting this town center. Kind of struggling for economy here. I think this is partly because of the Vaults of not the Vaults of Erebus, the Valley of the Kings, right? Is it? There is no Pharaoh? Pharaoh's dead? He does have Valley of the Kings, but the Pharaoh's dead. I don't know what I'm saying. Still got the Peach Blossom. Jesus. It's not that good. You don't hold on to it. It's not that good. It's only 2x. It's only 2x gather rate. Well, it's not even... I think it's a 2x gather rate. Or like 100% extra faster. 75%. It's not even 2x. It's 75%. It's not that good. The earlier you get it, the better. Get it in the classical age. Get it in the archaic age. It's good for gold, though, actually. That's true. Okay, siege back out. Matador here is being incredibly ethical. I'm not going to lie. He's got 2,600 gold in the bank. 93 favor. If this was me, I would have Migdol, Migdol, Migdol. I would be spamming these Migdols out. Like, there's no reason not to. Give me access to all the gold mines. I do not need this gold in my bank. He's going for towers, which is another good idea. He's going to get his... he hasn't got his technologies in just yet. Soup, you're a funny guy. We can play some games after this. I think the other thing here that's kind of interesting is there any reason to build these? Like, what are you building chariot archers for here? They deal damage? Yeah, but why would I want chariot archers? Can't I just make more towers and Migdols and have like a more useful unit? Like a spearman or something like that? Because now all the tiger cavalry are out. Oof. Guard tower's now in. Units have to retreat back. And the hold of the middle island continues. Is there any trade? I'm so confused. Oh, he's still got this gold mine. Okay. He's got 16 on gold. There you go. The tiger cavalry, they don't cost that much gold, so he's not actually spending that much here, I think. But now Matador is seemingly out of resources. One thing here, if you're on like 4 town centers, and this is true, this has been true forever in Age Mythology, in Legacy and Retold, is you do have to push yourself above 100 villager pop here. So you do need to start a trade route. And because the trade route's so good here, it's so obscenely good right now. I need to do some math on it, but I think that a good trade route has always been around about 100 gold, but it might be a little bit different in retold. I don't know. But if you get yourself like an 80 gold trade route or 100 gold trade route, it's like better than a villager gathering gold or something like that. As the catapult's creeping forward. He's trying to get into the center. Running back into the guard towers. Again, like these chariot archers, what's their purpose? They sit underneath the towers, I guess. If this was camel riders, I think you would be having a better time. I think the other thing here is, when going for... Why go for towers when you can go for migdols? Because then you can garrison the chariot archers in and get even more value. Coming around onto the side. And now the Zhuang Wu to come in. These guys... they don't cost gold. So, that's a thing. Ballet to come through. Chi Wen is in. You've got to snipe this guy. I mean, he's not... There you go. The Migdol sniping him down. He's not, like, crazy strong. This is a really nice move from Kavoth. He's realizing how important this middle is. He's going to try and push around to the side here. But what this should mean is, what Matador should be thinking now is, okay, if you're going to go this way, I'm going to just start pushing into here. And we can start doing exactly the same thing back to you. Holy turtles! Okay, I feel like this is just troll at this point. And I guess this is also a big mistake from Matador for not walling this off earlier. He did not need to have this not walled off. He could have had both of these walled off. Into the main base. The turtles are coming. Into you. Matador kind of just freezing here. I mean, he's got a citadel. He's got all these towers up. He should be in here defending this. I don't know why he's not coming over here. He's got plenty of units. He's just literally just froze. Town center coming up for Kavoth around the outside here. Okay, this Chi Wen thing is busted. This guy's busted. He will go down though. Jesus, it kind of looks like Matador is just sacking everything for the center control, but is that going to be enough? You have to also remember that your units are costing so much more gold. 70 gold versus 50 gold per unit, plus the Tiger Cavalry are a little bit more efficient. Yeah, this is a bit of a head scratcher from El Matador, I'm not going to lie. I think you well and truly had this game, but now the game is in a spicy position. We'll see if he can hold on. He's still got this gold over here. He's about to run out of gold. He's about to be at 0. But El Matador here, does he have the Pharaoh out? Oh, he's empowering the mining camp. Why are you not empowering this? Get the free units. I guess he's at full pop. Maybe that's why. Another town center for Kavoth. He's at 195 population. He's now about to be out of gold. His gold is finished. He's got 0 gold. He's got 0 trade route. There's the catapults to come in here. Camel riders to swing through. Ballet just doesn't die with the Chi Wen there. And now there's still, well, there's a lot of units in queue actually. Town center up into the middle here as well, but I mean he can't afford that amount of population, so the population doesn't even matter here. These moves just bleeding everything. But the thing is here, this gold mine's going to expire as well. This is a game. This is definitely a game. It's just the Zhuan Wu here. They're so funny. There's a Quaofu going down onto this. If it gets that nice snipe there. A little bit of chill before the storm. Calm before the storm. I mean, I actually think the simple solution here for Matador was actually to just attack here, right? Like, if Kavoth wants to swing around here, you go, no worries. I have stronger pushing power because I got catapults. We just attack here. We kill all this. Kill all this. You kill all that. No worries. That would have been totally fine for Matador. Town center slowly going down. Tiger Cav coming in. I mean, alternatively, I think he could have also just retreated back and defended himself, but he didn't want to. How much range does this guy have? I was just seeing something randomly flying through the... He's got 20 range on that. Jesus. And now Matador out of gold. He's at full pop. In fact, no trade. Do we see a Kavoth trade route? Kavoth's got 11 trade caravans at 42 gold apiece. Nice and safe. Doesn't go for the crazy good trade route up the top here. He's still got gold up here. What the hell? Ah, there's so many of the turtles. What the hell? Alright, I gotta take a screenshot. I'm sorry. This is one of those moments, I think. This is one of those moments. I kind of love this. It's sort of well, I mean, there's probably turtles that could be mad from the other side, but we're gonna make it think here. That's kind of sick. I'm not gonna lie. Now Kavoth trying to push through the death zone of Matador. He's just making so many of them. They're so cheap. They cost 15 favor. They cost 15 favor. Oh god. How do they cost 15 favor? Someone explain to me how they cost 15 favor. Hang on. How much does this cost? This also costs 15 favor. What the hell? But these could go on land, so that makes them a billion times more powerful. I guess that's why they cost 15 favor. They don't really do that much. They're just tanking. Matador now has his own catapults out rolling in to try and deal with these siege crossbows. He can't get the catapult to take out the siege crossbows. The Citadel Center is going to go down as the turtles roaming forward. And Matador looks like he's about to crumble here. He's got 174 favor. Maybe his own turtles on this to kill off these things would have been a way to go. Oh, this is so silly. Oh, God. Whoa, 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 whoa. Look at this. You guys ever seen this? I've never seen this. The ballista towers shoot ballistas. That's kind of sick. Yeah. We do see the trade route started here as well, finally. But it's equally poor. It's not two camel caravans. Gavoth, on the other hand, 41. Look at this special. This special just annihilating villages as well. It does 50 pierce. And then 40 divine damage over, what is it, 20 seconds. $40 divine over 20 seconds. It's not that much. Over 20 seconds. Oh, yes it is. That's a lot of damage. That's a lot of damage. These things hurt. These things hurt. That special hurts. What's the cooldown on it? I feel like I need to know. 15 seconds. Not bad. Not bad. Gavoth has nearly 60 villagers on food and 0 food in the bank because of how expensive trade caravans and tiger cav are here. Do you see any siege coming to kill this off? I mean, both players are like bleeding in a big way. I think Gavoth is just less bleeding because he's got his trade route going. He also has that advantage of having like the Silk Road. When trading with an ally's town center, the ally also gains 10% of your trade. I didn't even know that. What else does it do? I thought it was just speed. 5% on favored land. There you go. It is just speed. Is it? Kind of. I mean, it's missing for a lot of the favored land, actually. You've got to spread this lush out a bit better. Lush? You've got to spread the buildings out a bit better to get it. Like, kind of like when you go with Gaia and you want to spread the Gaia Lush Highway for super trade. Pharaoh in to take out the Zhuan Wu. Zhen Wu. Zhen is Wu. Yeah, the wood stockpile, you can sell wood, I guess, but... Oh, and the Najjar to kill off the trade route. This is something we saw... Oh, he's got a relic as well. It's kind of sick. This is something we saw a while ago when both John Wick and Najjar were like really busted early on. You just see the players just sending him straight into a trade route. Still obviously really good here. But picking that off is basically game over. I don't know what I'm watching anymore. I think the game is quite over. Gavoth just needs to like wait on all of his units here. Maybe they're having a chat at this point in game. Let's speed up a bit. Okay. And now he goes in for the kill. I mean, at this point, there's just so many Tiger Cav that it's just over. GG, well played. I mean, this is lesson learned here, right? This is lesson learned for Matador and for everyone playing this style of play. Like, one wall. One wall and this doesn't happen, right? One wall, get some upgrades. One wall, get some upgrades. And then the only place that you can fight is really in here. You can even get a Migdol behind it. If your opponent tries to go through here, you can rotate. But even more importantly, if you don't do that, you don't need to chase after him and try and play that player's game. You just push. Like, Egyptian with catapults is going to push way faster than the Fushi. And not only that, the amount of villages that the Fushi needs on farms is ridiculous. Like, you can see like how many farms he needs. He's got 58. If you can just knock off 20, then he's going to die off. So this is an interesting one. So if he's going to decide to make a move over here. Now we say, okay, we come in, we kill this. Well, I'm happy to trade this town center for this town center. I'm happy to trade this position over here for this town center. Maybe even kill this off. But I mean, props are due. Kavoth with the Juan Nu spammage. You're not going to see that many times, I can guarantee you. But maybe we'll see it more. And the reason he goes for it is because they don't cost any gold. They're cheap on favor and they're very tanky. So they give everyone else a lot more opportunity to get their damage done. But fun game. And thanks for sharing, guys. This is the El Matador Files. Gotta get the sound effect.